Greetings one and all, this is Lloyd Brown. Welcome social media family to my vlog on this auspicious occasion, Miss Johnson. where I'm in conversation with the multifaceted, one and only Carlton Ogilvie, aka affectionately as Bubblers, one of the main UK reggae icons, one of the great figures in this business, in this music fraternity, and it's an absolute pleasure for me to be here reasoning with the big man. So the last chapter was basically in relation to Undivided Roots, and you performing as Undivided Roots, you recording as Undivided Roots, and the personnel that was basically included within that, and you recording your first album, which was called what again?
Ultimate Experience.
Ultimate Experience, which bore the hit Party Night, right? Which more or less basically established you as a fully fledged working touring band.
And before you go any further, that album has got Buttons and Patrick on it, and Roger. They were known as Matic Hans them time there.
Roger Guthrie.
Yeah, Roger Guthrie.
Roger Guthrie, right. Okay, so yeah, so basically, Matix and Undivided Roots was nitro and glycerin, and the two of them just
them three man there, yeah. There was a flavour.
Blew up the spot. So from there now, you was more or less basically working on your own steam. But what I wanted to get into was actually you backing Jamaican artists, which I mean you was known for, you know, from Undivided right through to Rough Cut. But the question I really wanted to ask you was when did you when did you perform with the first major Jamaican act, and who was that act, and what was it like for you guys to do that?
I think it was as Undivided Roots that is.
Yeah.
Because let it be known that I used to do work with other bands. I was freelance.
Right.
Although I was in Undivided Roots stroke Rough Cut.
Yeah.
But sometimes people would call me to come and play in their band. We were really the keyboard player, so I'd come and I was freelance.
So these are the bands you was basically talking about before.
Yeah.
Or were they new bands basically?
There were other bands. There were just other different bands. And so, I mean, I was in a band with a guy, a guitarist called Julian, and I can't remember the drummer's name now, but I was a keyboard player in the band. And we were doing people like Jack Thomas.
See.
And it was a totally different set of musicians.
Right.
But they were good, and I'd be working amongst them with that. And I was like, and then I'd work with another band, and we were working for the first time with before it was Eastwood and Saint, just Eastwood, Clint Eastwood. I went to Germany with Eastwood.
As you do?
Yeah, with Eastwood. And then we were working with Dillinger as well. And it was a different band.
Okay.
So I used the freelance side. I used to work with other people.
So as well as touring, obviously, but I mean recording as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I used to do a lot of freelance work. I was known for that. So basically, but back to Undivided Roots, I think the first really major artist would be Alton Ellis.
Wow, what a place to start.
Yeah, and we learned a lot from him.
Wow.
You know.
So what was that like? I mean, Godfather of Rocksteady. I mean, you don't get no better than that. Do you know what I'm saying? As a band coming up and just establishing yourself, and it's like, okay, well, here's your field work for today. You're gonna work with Alton Ellis. How do you like them apples?
Yeah, well, you know, to tell you the truth, I'm stammering now. To tell you the truth, I'd been working with so many different artists by that time. I wasn't overwhelmed.
You wasn't fazed by it?
Yeah, I wasn't fazed by it at all. I welcomed it.
Right.
Because, for example, one time I'll tell you a scenario. In Rough Cut again.
Yeah.
So we Popsy from Starlight, which is on Harlesden.
Yeah.
He used to have I think he had a record label at the time, but I know he had a shop. So he was putting on shows. So I was about 20 at the time, something like that. So we're in Rough Cut now, and then they booked the rehearsal. They're rehearsing there. There's 3 men in the rehearsal room. There's a drummer, bass player, and a guitarist.
Yeah.
And Pops is in there. So I'm looking in there. When I look around, it's Daryl Wilson.
Wow.
And so they're rehearsing, you know, you let them get on with what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm upstairs, and then people are dragging me down and saying, Bubblers, they're not the keyboard player, no. Go on in there, man.
Yeah.
Go on and play, man. I said, they didn't ask for a keyboard player. I can't just walk in people's place like that. And anything like that. So, and they're in rehearsal room, hearing all this fuss, commotion going on outside.
Yeah.
So, Preacher was the bass player.
Yeah.
Listen to Preacher.
Yeah, I know Preacher. He's playing with Jules Holland at the minute.
Really?
Yeah, well, he's an engineer for Jules Holland.
Right.
Yeah.
So Preacher was them time a bass player.
Yeah.
So him come out and say, boy, me say you're a keyboard player. I go, so we have a gig to do, you know, you wouldn't mind playing. I said, yeah, no, I wouldn't mind. He goes, well, come and jamming with rehearsal and with Sueco.
Yeah.
So I come in and I play it. And this drummer's bing, and every minute he's tuning up the drum, bing, 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 bing. And then I said, no, this guy, why is this guy tuning the drums like that? Why is it not? And you know, at them time there's like everything was a kind of a more relics feel.
Yes.
And the way he's setting it is like a more like a Carly.
Yes, Barrett,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm saying, well, why is he saying it for that? You know what? So anyway, when we be by the show, it's Horse Mode.
Right.
Original Rockers Horse Mode.
Yeah.
It was like, when I look good, I said, yeah, it's Horse Mode. I said, what? I didn't think that. So I'm playing. And every minute I'm playing, he go, hey, fat man, he just goes to me, hey, fat man, you have to bubble up the keyboard, you know, you have to move up.
I see where this is going. Go on.
So I'm going, so, oh, you mean? He goes, yeah, man, you've
Bang it.
yeah. You know, I said, okay. I went, I go, yeah, man. I was like, all right, okay. And I clocked myself a little bit. So, it's like, when you're in that situation, you go, okay, you just deal with it.
Just deal with it.
Then after I've done the tour with them now, which it went quite well, then Preacher comes to me, he goes, Bubblers, I have a gig for you, you know. But if you have to kind of handle it, you know. I don't want you to tell me say yes and you can't handle it. I said, what? He got me a show, I'm a tour with this Dennis Brown, you know. I said, Dennis Brown? He go, yeah, because we have a keyboard player, but he's not drop it too right now. So I call you in. So you see if I call you in, you must can deal with it.
Yeah.
Because you make me drop somebody else for you to come in.
See.
I said, I don't want you to drop nobody else for me. I know, I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable doing that. I go, look, we just play together.
Yes.
So, all right, we'll come down there anyway. So I come down there. You can imagine D Brown at that time.
What year was that?
This is 1981. This is when he played down at the Fair Deal. We was on tour, but the first show was at the Fair Deal in Bricks. The Fair Deal is called Academy now.
Right, but what was the album? What was the album?
Lover's Found Its Way.
Oh my God.
Lover's Found Its Way album.
Oh my God. Hold on. I need to take a minute. Hold on 1 second. Oh my God.
Lover's Found Its Way. That's when the album was licking down the place.
I need to cut it. As I stated, when I done my video thanking Dennis Brown, not only for his music, but his inspiration and him inspiring a generation of artists, and talking about Lovers Found Its Way as being an album that, for me, was like Dennis Brown at the top of his game. At the top of his game, no doubt, you know. And just me hearing that album and looking at the sleeve notes and looking at the caliber of musicians that worked.
Yeah, he had a very good assortment of musicians and producers and engineers. He had a very good team around him.
Absolutely, you know.
Album. Very good team.
And also, you know, you got and I'm kind of butting in, but it's like, you know, it's just that era for me with Dennis Brown at the top of his game as someone who listened to his music was a great thing for me. But for you to be hired as the keyboard player to back Dennis Brown on the back of that album?
Right. So as I was saying to you, well, I was honoured, but but I was saying I got there.
Yeah.
And when he went in the room, as you can imagine at that time, D Brown and all his henchmen, them. I wouldn't call him his henchman, it's just man who hang around him. And him couldn't do nothing. If he want a spliff, the spliff was there. If he want a drink, my drink was there. If he want food, the food was there.
Of course.
Everybody was round him and
of course
bending over backwards for him.
Of course.
And he wasn't asking for it.
Of course.
But it was just there.
It's
so the whole rehearsal room pack up a bad man. Some screw face man
face like breadboard.
Yeah, the mouth round Yasso. The mouth round Yasso. Then I said, oh, okay. And we come in and we set up. And the first tune they gave me to play was Weep and Moan. So I got ready. Yeah, that's true there. Delgado came to me because he was there. He goes, so fat man, they'll call me all fat man. Regardless of my name.
Let me stick up in just hold that thought. So when did you get the name Bubblers? When was you christened Bubblers?
That was from Bunny McKenzie.
Okay.
He called me. He said because they had a style of playing bubbling the organ.
Yes.
I used to like doing that.
Yeah.
And then he said, bubbler organ, bubbler. It just morphed into that.
Big up Bunny McKenzie for christening him with that name.
Yeah, so the man I called him Fat Man. I go, okay, cool. So. Well, yeah, you have that phrase. Them, so yeah, I got the phrase. So they go 1, 2, flip. I got made a couple of mistakes. The whole of the man them, listen to me. The whole of the man them stopped the rehearsal. The whole of them went round. Hey, fat man with the blood. You try to mash up these brown career. And I said, my God, what have I brought myself into now? And I've had to practice. I'm playing it, and they're watching my fingers. So I'm playing a couple times down, I'm all right. Third time I come back, I made a good mistake again. I said, Del's gonna come to me and go, listen, man, you know your tune. See the phrase, yeah? And he stuck out his hand.
Yeah.
And it's a little hand. He had polio.
Polio, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And he and he's playing it Chris, you know, with his little hand. And I said, my God, I was in shock. That's what I get. Wow, I said, well, I got to get myself straight. And you know, you go outside for 5 minutes, you got to get yourself straight right now.
Penny that, man.
You got to get yourself straight because then people ain't ramping. This is not amongst your friend them, no. You're amongst a hyena them. And they will yam you. I said, boy, I had to go in there and just get myself straight. I changed my attitude. You know, I wasn't humble.
You have to bend up your mouth just like a man there.
And get myself straight. But it was a great experience. And that was like, And you see, I'm going to show you something as well. No, I won't tell you that as something personal. I won't say.
Okay.
But that was one of my greatest bringings to. On that level,
right?
I was like on this level, but when you get that, and D Brown was on his top of his, like you said,
on
the top of his
game,
and all the musicians were yard musicians. I was the only English youth amongst them.
So who? Okay, so name the musicians that was
on drums. Would you believe it or not? Was Steely from Steely and Cleavy.
Wow.
He was a young Steely. Them time they don't even know him drum machine yet. He was a young little youth. He was part of the Brownie Bunch.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
then there's a guitar. I can't remember this guitarist. He's very good, very good guitarist. I can't remember his name now. And there's Vin Gordon playing trombone. And Bambi was there from who used to play with us. What is in Jules Holland band. Bambi was there. I can't remember 1 or 2. I can't remember, but all the musicians were Jamaican. I was the only English youth there.
Wow.
Only English youth. So and the preachers were great to me. When I went outside, preacher got bubble eyes. Get it together, man. Get it together, you know. And what it is, while he called me, and I came there, the other keyboard who was there, he got up and he came over to me and goes, boy, good luck in here, so Bob. go look here, some bubblers. Me have to go now. What do you mean you're going? He go, yeah, I'm going now. So good luck with everything. And I felt bad, cause it's like if I didn't turn up, I was looking at it as if I didn't turn up, he would have a job. But I told the preacher, saying, you know, let us both play. You know, we can help each other. You know, but he left. So I was left with a job of doing all the keyboard work.
But you see that stick up in. You see that is a quality right there. You know, because by today's standards, right, you have certain musicians, and I don't business. I'm gonna speak the thing, right? You got certain musicians. They don't business. They don't business if you play good or you play bad. It's just about the gig, and it's about the artist that they're basically playing with at the end of the day. Some people would have been in your position and said, yeah, all right, who are you again? See you later. Bye. Later. Yes, Dennis. You know? And for someone like yourself to exercise those qualities in basically making the music sound good.
That's what I'm saying. It's about the music to me.
Yeah.
You know? But I don't know whatever probably is their budget they were going by. I don't know, but I didn't feel good about that at all. So, 1 second.
We'll be right back. Next part. Soon forward.
Hello?